Hey, welcome in, everybody. It is Monday here with Longshore and McKnight, presented by Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. So glad you are with us here, whether you're watching live or you're watching later in the day on one of our many platforms. We're going to tell you all about it. We're just glad to be here, kicking off another week closer to the start of the college football season.
Well, this is a week that we kind of have been looking forward to. This is the week when at least they're out there.
Yeah.
In a team activity kind of thing, they're reporting and they're wearing helmets for a little while with shorts and shirts, and they'll be running sprints together with coaches yelling at them. And I'll take it. I think Troy starts on Tuesday. Auburn starts on Wednesday. Alabama, I think, starts on Wednesday as well, but it doesn't really matter when they start because this week is just acclimation week.
Yes.
This is when back in the day when Longshore, would step out there for the first time for the fabled Vols of Jeff Davis High School, and he'd scout around. Yeah, Turk looks healthy. Yeah, he might have put on a little bit of weight. He'll look stronger too.
He's faster. Don't forget about that.
Oh, well, okay. Fans look forward to it, although, they're not, most of them, the sane ones are not geeked up about it that much because there's really not that much going on. The players, they get to see everybody. They've been in campus pretty much the whole summer, but they've been in groups. Your weights group, or, you're out there throwing 7-on-7 with your quarterback who decided to do that instead of go to the Manning Passing Academy and stuff like that. But this is the first.
Was that a shot at Jackson Arnold that I really didn't see coming? And it took me a minute to really comprehend that.
Well, it's Monday and it's
okay.
Early.
I thought, wow.
Your coffee cup. Make sure John's okay. But this is the first big team activity. Some teams are probably in about an hour in the big meeting room with Beat Bama and big blocks behind them, or
you saw that,
or Troy football behind them in script, or I don't know, Beat the Vols or something behind them, or Push for 19 or something behind them, and they're all in there, and the coach gets in there and tells them no. What is it, John? Grab something?
No grab assing.
Yeah. No, all right.
Not at all.
This is going to be our year. This is going to be it.
Barry, I was thinking about that yesterday.
We all do our jobs and we all fight for Old State U. I see a championship in our
feet. You're sitting there back going, boy, I've heard that the last 2 years going into your senior season.
But this is it. This is
it. It is.
Here we go.
And, usually it's the first Monday in August, but as with most things, they pushed it back a little bit, starting it a little earlier. Maybe the high schools don't start till then. I'm not real sure. Probably they already started. It seems like the high schools begin a week earlier.
They play games in 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks from now. They got games in the middle of August.
That was just so but yesterday was really hot, and I got home and I saw on my phone that yesterday was really hot, maybe hotter than it had been in a while. Heat index or whatever makes it hotter. I don't know what all those formulas are these weather guys use, but it was hot. I was on the golf course yesterday afternoon. I was sweating just profusely, and I thought, man, these guys that are about to start football practice. Now, granted, I'm 40 years older than most of those people, if not a little bit older than that. So they should adapt and get it. But, man, it is just incredibly hot. You put all that equipment on and all that and the other. But, nowadays that's what they're all getting paid for with NIL and the coaches and whatnot. Got to be careful about that heat, though. Barry, it seems like every year we hear about someone at a high school or college having a heat issue. I know that we've had, some deaths even because of the heat. So you got to be very careful about that. I know these coaching staffs and these training staffs are very conscious of that and on top of it to make sure, things like that, try to avoid as much of that as they can. But it is hot out there. And you're right, Barry. It's that time of year. You get into the shorts and helmets, as you mentioned, you get into about a week of that. And then you might have gotten into a couple of full gear scrimmages, and lo and behold, then it's picture day. And you're going, wow, we haven't been practicing that long. Coaches want to get the pictures out of the way. It's just a waste of time in their mind. They want to get it out of the way so they can really focus on practicing that opening game. And lo and behold, somebody came up with a picture day of about 40-something years ago and sent it over the weekend, getting me ready for the start, I guess, of high school and college football. And I think Gurn Jr. has got it there somehow. But look at that.
Look at that.
Wow, man. Yeah.
The old fabled green and gold.
Yeah, man.
Number 8.
Look at that hair, will you? Woo.
Yeah, you don't want to put a helmet on, for your team picture, like the old Street and Smiths without the face mask on the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, that football looks pretty
new.
Pretty new. It's not one of those old-timey football that looks like a pumpkin or something. Very nice.
Yeah, very, very new. Yeah, and unlike basketball, Barry, I couldn't move a bench out there to get my individual picture, so I had to just take a knee, which was usually what I was doing anyway on the sideline. So that was very true to life. I did brush off my knee pad so it wouldn't leave a dirt mark on it, because I didn't like having dirty uniforms, and mine never got dirty. But I just saw that. Somebody sent that to me over the weekend. I went, wow, I still wish I had that hair. And I thought, man, something about that first practice, that first Monday, you knew the month of August was not going to be fun. Just knew it going in. I mean, you with the fellas, you're fratting it up.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's good to see everybody, but you're thinking twice a day for the next 3.5 weeks. Whoa.
John, you and I have been on the air since there used to be a thing called 3-a-days. And the NCAA got involved, and they said, all right, no more athletic dorms specifically for you guys, and take 3-a-days with you.
Yeah.
And the players didn't really like not having athletic dorms, but they were not opposed at all to getting rid of 2-a-days and 3-a-days and all that.
Yeah.
Thank gosh. Well, we always, in the beginning of our show, John likes to bring up either things you need to know, or I like to bring up things we didn't know. John does that
too. Sure. Yeah.
Well, we get the Braves got swept over the weekend. The college football season is within sight. Everybody is reporting at some point this week, some today, some tomorrow, some Wednesday, and getting things going. They're not going to hit the pads for about a week and a half. But we get this morning, things you need to know.
Things you need to know.
Our buddy Daniel.
Okay.
He said a lot of rumors about Deion Sanders' press conference. Are you guys hearing anything? Yeah, we're hearing a lot. There is a press conference. I cannot center up when the press conference is, but Deion Sanders and his medical team have scheduled a press conference for this morning. There's going to be personnel from the University Hospital in Colorado. It's called Anschutz Hospital, and UC Health. They're going to join Deion and are expected to provide general and team updates. There are reports. He's asking if we're hearing anything. We have heard some reports that he may announce his retirement because of the health issues. John, you and I have talked about that before. He's 57. He's had a toe or two amputated because of a circulation problem, but he hasn't really spoken a great deal about it. Last week and a half ago, at the Big 12 Media Days, he admitted that he's not fully recovered from some of his health issues, but that's about all that he's said so far. So just, things you need to know. There may be there is a press conference today, and it may be to announce that Deion Sanders is retiring as the head coach of the Colorado Buffaloes.
Certainly don't want to speculate on that. It wouldn't surprise me. It certainly would not surprise me if that's the case, because, Deion has had some very serious health issues. I guess, I guess it's worse. Who knows? We'll find out later today. It would not surprise me if that's the case. I wonder, though, has it gotten more serious in the last 3 months, 2 months, 6 weeks, whatever, for him to make this decision, particularly so soon to the start of the season?
Well, he has, as you might imagine, well, you know this, during summer, that's the time for camps. Um, and camps used to be, I went to the Doug Dickey football camp
Oh,
every
wow.
year when I was a kid. And believe me, I was no prospect. I was just a little kid and I wanted to be out there. But, you have high school camps, 7-on-7 camps, elite camps, which are specifically for recruiting. That's when you invite in your highest recruits. So there are camps all summer long. And you might imagine that a Deion Sanders camp is a pretty dadgum popular camp to go to, right?
Mm-hmm.
The kids want to meet Coach Prime. Well, he's missed a few of those this summer because of his health concerns. And, both of his sons are through with college. They're done. Maybe it's not getting any better. Maybe it is getting worse. He's had to miss some things. He's had to miss camps, which, I mean, his name on the camp is a pretty big deal about drawing people. And if he's not showing up to the camp, that's kind of a big deal, right? So I'm with you. It wouldn't surprise me. They open up the season August 29th, which is a month and a day from today, in Boulder against Georgia Tech. I wonder. And again, I'm with John. I'm not going to speculate, although there are reports out there that he is going to announce his retirement, but you just don't know. All I know is that there is a press conference scheduled for today in Boulder.
And, if in fact that is the case, my mind is racing on who will be his replacement. No, it's not going to be Nick Saban.
His Affleck brother? Come on.
But who is Brian Harsin coaching anywhere?
He is. Well, he's employed somewhere.
Yeah.
Me and Philip doubt whether he's actually coaching because he sure didn't do it when he was at Auburn.
Yeah. Now is employed and still being paid by Auburn the same thing, or is he actually employed?
No, he's employed.
Okay.
Last I checked, at the University of California, where they had
Berkeley.
a jillion people transfer out.
Yeah.
So, but I would not think he would be a viable candidate.
I don't see Gus Malzahn going to Boulder. He's the offensive coordinator at Florida State, likes this part of the world, likes his lake house. So does somebody else. More on that later. Who would be a good candidate at Colorado? I don't know. I got to think about that one.
Well, I mean, until Deion got there, it was a crappy job, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you had, after Bill McCartney, you had, what's the guy from UCLA? I can't even think of his name. Carl Durrell. John Embry.
And then who was that guy that was, I'm looking at him. He was very very charismatic, would say anything.
Gary Barnett was there.
This guy was kind of short and stubby. Man, I'm looking at him.
Short, stubby would say Terry Bowden.
Yeah, not that short. He wasn't that short.
Okay.
Man, it'll come to me in a minute. He was kind of a walk to the beat of his own drum kind of guy. But anyway, you're right. It's been a minute.
You need to know. Deion may be out. You heard it here first. Everybody is getting ready for the start of camp. The Troy Trojans get out there tomorrow.
Is their indoor facility completed?
It's not, but it's close.
Yeah.
It's not. I was, obviously, I park right next to it every morning when I go there, and they're grading the field right now. They're putting the stuff out on the field, but it's covered and everything. It'll be ready for the start of the season. Auburn getting ready for what should be a big year for Gus Malzahn.
Gus Malzahn, is he coming back?
A big year for. I was thinking about Malzahn.
Wait a minute.
I was looking as I was talking, which is never a good idea for me. Nobody got arrested over the weekend, so it should be good to go. And do they let anybody? If say they're at Alabama first fall camp practice, they're not installing the offense or the game plan yet for Florida State, but they're out there, or they'll be out there in the next day or two, shorts and shells and all that kind of stuff. Is it still the case where if a college junior has an apartment on the second floor across Hackberry, whether they're going to walk over there to the apartment manager and tell him to close his curtains? I mean, is that still a thing?
Well, Barry, it's a different day and age from when I was there and they got busted in that second floor apartment behind a dentist office because now they have built 6 and 7 story condominiums across the street. There are several on Hackberry that overlook the practice field that I can imagine somebody was not real happy about and did not have the power to stop construction. I don't know if there was an unwritten rule. I'd heard the rumors that, part of the deal, if you buy one of these condominiums, you cannot watch practice, blah, 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 blah. I mean, okay, great. It's all good.
It's like one of those HOA deals where, you've got to have your trash can off the curb by 7 o'clock of trash day.
Garage doors must remain closed, the whole deal.
Yeah.
I got to think somebody somewhere kind of got in the corner of their bedroom and peeked out through the blinds, similar to what I did, and got busted. So maybe guys are with binoculars and they're looking for people. Maybe they are. Maybe they've told them, hey, our GAs are looking. So if you think you're going to get a glimpse of practice, we're going to find you and we're going to run over there and tell you to quit watching. So I don't know how they police it, but there's a lot of opportunities to watch practice with all those condos across the street.
Couple of other questions. Yes, there will be a Phantoms Daily Dog this morning. Yes, the Gurn Jr. Victoryland Topic Wheel is loaded up. We're going to have that in the next hour.
And Barry,
yes, the Braves got swept over the weekend.
Ooh, more on that later.
Okay.
I got to tell you, it's a big day. Coffee with Philip has resumed. It is back. Yep. First installment of the fall is today.
Wait a minute. Oh, here's where I was mistaken. Because, John and I always get, connected at least 5 minutes before the countdown starts, to talk about, hey, we got this. Yeah, you remember this is at such and such time and all that. And John kind of talks to himself when he's getting ready. He says, I don't want to read anything about the line of scrimmage. Heck with that. And I'm thinking, oh, Philip's back. I didn't realize that he's written 2 columns at auburnundercover.com. Monday morning musings, links of interest. That's Coffee with Philip. And this breaking ground, absolute thunderbolt of a football column that says winning still starts on the line of scrimmage. Did he get with Bob from Pike Road about that?
I didn't think of it. That's a good one. Maybe so.
I didn't realize
there's a couple of aspects of Coffee with Philip that have interested me. Well, I'll spread those along as well. I mean, Kevin Skarbinski, a longtime friend, he's got a column about Dabo Sweeney, and I guess he's been listening to the show, Barry, because I think Dabo could win the national title as well. I've got him playing Penn State for the championship game in football this year. Big piece about Dabo. Is it for real? Can Clemson win it all? Can Dabo grab his 3rd national title? Man. And Dennis, no, I did not say Deion was retiring. That's just the speculation, Dennis. Don't be spreading rumors now.
Yeah, no. This is, and yes, John Dent, Gus Bus on his way back to the loveliest village on the plains. And again, the obligatory John Dent comment about how we look. You got to we're underway.
We are underway. You're right about that. On a Monday, looking forward to it. Want to hear from you on our River Region Straw chat line. It's up and running. You can email longshoremcknight@gmail.com. And as I mentioned to start the show, we're at yellowhammernews.com, YouTube, Facebook, on X, Instagram, Spotify, Apple iTunes. So many ways to check out what we do, whether you want to watch us or listen to us or do both. We greatly appreciate it, and want you to hit the like button and the subscribe button as well and tell all your friends.
He is John Longshore. I'm Barry McKnight. It's Longshore and McKnight in association with Yellowhammer News, presented by Bud Light.
Now, through July 31st, take advantage of the Quadruple Zero event at Stivers Ford in Montgomery. 0% APR for up to 48 months. 0 down payment. 0 payments for 90 days and 0 cost for maintenance for 2 years or 24,000 miles. The Quadruple Zero event offer is available on select 24 and 25 model F-150s, Explorers, Expeditions, Broncos, Mustangs, and Escapes. Stop by Stivers Ford at 4000 Eastern Boulevard in Montgomery for more information. Stivers Ford, where Price sells cars and trucks.
On the basketball court, the soccer pitch, or even the golf course, your crew brings their best not just for the win, but for that post-game celebration. When victory tastes like Michelob Ultra, it's worth every drop of sweat. And if you don't win, you'll still get the beer. It's just on you. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. Superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Don't miss your chance to win big at Victoryland Casino. Play the latest, hottest, most exciting games around with fun bonuses and big jackpots. Don't miss out on your free play. Stop by Player Rewards today and check out this month's exciting free play promotions. Come see why our players keep coming back. You'll have more fun at Victoryland Casino, where you can be a winner too. Victoryland Casino, located off I-85 exit 22, Shorter, Alabama. Must be 21 or older.
There it is. Welcome back in on this Monday. So glad you're with us here today. Another beautiful hot day. Man, it has been some scorchers out there. And I've noticed it hasn't been raining as much lately either.
I'm ready for it.
That makes those practices even hotter.
The next couple of days are going to be dangerous hot. So, just be ready out there. I know the schools have got protocols to go through and hydration breaks.
Yep.
And all of that. John Dent says that we're under a heat dome, but it may be moving on into bubble popping and cooler temps are forecast for next week. Hopefully it's true. It's been a long, hot summer, no doubt.
It has.
The heat dome where the high pressure is keeping the low pressure heated air from moving, something like that.
Yeah, barometric pressure. Does that have anything to do with it? I always wondered about that.
I don't know. It's like the guy who invented the heat index. He passed away last month.
Oh, did he really? I didn't hear that.
He was 90, but I think he felt like he was 107.
Yeah. Heat index. Love it.
So,
well, I saw, Barry, one of the things that caught my attention in Philip's coffee segment today. I did not know this.
Okay.
Or maybe I did, and
forgot it. Yeah.
Forgot about it. I do know that when Kalen DeBoer got to Tuscaloosa, he implemented morning practices. That let's go to practice, and then you got the rest of the day to do what you got to do. Go to school,
like class, yeah.
Extra work in the weight room, whatever it may be. I got to tell you, I was a little, I don't know if I like that or not, but hey, he didn't ask me. 9 and 4, maybe they need to change that routine. Just saying. But I see here in Philip's column that Auburn will practice in the mornings as well throughout camp and beyond. Is that the new trend in college football that teams want to practice in the morning?
I like it. I like it. That's what Troy has done for years. Heck, the basketball team, both men's and women's, practice early in the morning. I do wonder about it. I mean, it's there to beat the heat. And again, to get you, to give you the rest of the day to handle your other stuff, your weights, your, of course, your classes and in studying. But I do wonder this, because I've heard stories about other schools where, I don't know this. I haven't seen it at Troy. I'll make that perfectly clear. Where if a guy has, everybody's got an academic advisor, right? Which tells you, okay,
yeah,
you're going to get a degree in interdisciplinary studies. This is what you need to take first semester. You need to pass this in the summer.
Finite math. Don't forget about that.
Yeah. So you got to figure all that out. And by the time you're a senior, you better have the classes that you have remaining to get your degree, especially if it's worked out to where you graduate in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
You better have your classes set up to where you ain't got a 9 o'clock or a 10 o'clock class.
Yeah, come on.
Because I do wonder if a guy's got like 2 classes to graduate and, you have to have a minimum, I think, of 9 hours of class in the season in which you're competing. Like, football players have to have at least 9, and maybe 12.
Mm-hmm.
in order to compete. You have to be a full-time student in order to compete in your sport. Well, what happens if you're a senior and you've got that one anthropology class you've got to take, and you can graduate at the end of fall?
Yeah.
And that class this term is only offered at 9 o'clock in the morning on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and you practice those mornings at 9:50. Is that when the academic advisor says, "Son, what's your hurry?
Well,
how about just lounging around, taking 9 hours or 6 hours in the spring because you no longer have any eligibility." And
that doesn't work.
That one class you need, and you can graduate in the spring.
Look, I can tell you, Barry, it's like, hey, do I have to take 12 hours? Can I just take 9? And that didn't work. 12 was the minimum. Because believe you me, if I could have taken 6, I would have signed up for 6 hours. What are you going to do?
There was never a time when John took 13 or when John ended up, hey, how many hours you got, John? I got 15. What?
Yeah.
I was just kidding. I got 12. I got 12.
I mean, these guys that are taking 18 hours, I'm thinking, this guy's insane.
18 hours and, 24 hours in the summer and all that.
Yeah.
What are you killing yourself for?
No kidding. I'm thinking, you got to be kidding me, man. 12 was the max. And like I said, if I could trimmed it down to 9, I would have if I could have. But be that as it may, 9:50. I mean, it's still pretty hot at 9:50. I mean, it might be cool at 6 in the morning. It's still hot. It's muggy, not as hot as it is at noon. But man, 9:50. I can't believe it's any cooler then than it would be at 3:30. But I don't know. That's just me. I don't check temperatures on a daily basis.
Just for instance, Troy begins on Wednesday too. I said Tuesday. It's Wednesday. And Troy's practices almost the entire fall camp, 8:55.
Wow.
I don't know. It's usually 8:55 to 10:40 in the morning. Why not 9? I'm not second guessing Coach Parker or anything like that, but why 8:55? Why 9:40?
I don't know.
Sounds like tea times, John. Anyway.
Well, true.
So Troy's got it at 8:55. Alabama's got it at 9:50. John's handed a bulletin here. I say, let them crash.
That's how my wife communicates with me, Barry. She just sends me little notes and hands them to me.
Barry, his hair is messed up. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and jump the route on everybody here because I know it's coming. And yes, did it pop into my head that I think this? Well, obviously, because I'm about to say it. But
a lot of times it doesn't pop into his head ahead of time. He just says it as it pops into his head.
I'm going to squelch this rumor or this idea right now.
Okay.
Auburn is not practicing at 9:50 in the morning so Freeze can go get in a late 18 every afternoday. No. That is not the reason that he's doing it.
Yeah.
Even though I'm told, Barry, he did play early in the morning on Friday and Saturday.
Right.
At the lake this week. So he did get a couple of rounds in.
That was the offhand reference you made a little while ago to the lake house. Okay, I get it.
So now I want to just squelch that. They'll be breaking down film, game planning, the whole deal. Yeah. That 9:50 is not so he can be on the tee box by 4:10.
We've done a disturbance to our guy Chris the Bammer. He says, hey, more PM. John started talking about Phillip, that Phillip had that the coffee with Phillip is back. And Chris the Bammer says, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And then all of a sudden was he says this. He opens with this, but John still read through it. Auburn soccer starts on August the 14th.
Yes, he did say that.
Auburn soccer complex. That's in the first paragraph.
Yep.
Phillip, you don't
volleyball too.
Yeah. So
volleyball too. Yeah. And Chris, I have heard that quote before. I'm glad that you cleaned it up a little bit. But I've heard that too, and I thought that exact same thing last night.
This is the other thing that you need to know, and this was great. This is what he's referring to offhand. Thank you for cleaning it up.
Yeah, thank you.
He said it's hotter than 2 rats fornicating in a wool sock. this is the story behind that. Yesterday was the Major League Baseball induction ceremony into the Hall of Fame. Top of my head, I'm not going to remember everybody. CC Sabathia, Dave Parker, a couple of other guys, and Ichiro Suzuki.
Yeah.
Ichiro had maybe the best Hall of Fame induction speech I've ever heard was Ted Williams years ago. It was great. Ichiro may have beaten it.
Yeah.
Anyway, the famous thing about Ichiro, and you can check it out. You can just search, I don't know, Ichiro wool sock. He was doing a one-on-one interview in the living room of his home with Bob Costas on television.
Yeah.
And Gern, we gotta try to find this. Except I think I don't. You need to find out the bleeped out version. Ichiro is not a native English speaker. Although when he came to America, he didn't know how to. He only spoke Japanese. Yeah. But his speech yesterday was in English and it was really good. Anyway, so he was kind of halting at the time. He was still a player, I believe. And Bob Costas says, "What is your favorite American saying that you have picked up?" And Ichiro kind of slumps down into his easy chair, and he's looking at the producer, and he says, "It's hotter than two rats fornicating in a wool sock," except he didn't say fornicating.
Well, the first time I heard it,
Costas was about to lose his mind. I'd never heard that phrase before because Ichiro didn't want to say it, and he's laughing about it. He says it's hotter than two rats fornicating in a wool sock. And Costas just about had to call off the interview, especially Ichiro saying that in a Japanese accent. Somebody taught him that phrase.
I heard that on a golf course, believe it or not. I've heard a lot of great one-liners, zingers, lines like that. This was on a golf course. I know the guy that said it, a very good friend of mine. And I thought, man, I never heard of that, but you're right. It is that hot. There's no doubt it is that hot. And I remember the first time I used it in front of my wife. She looked at me and said, "What?" I said, "Just don't worry about it, honey. It's a sports analogy. Just don't worry about it."
So the other thing that you need to know, fall camp is starting.
Yep.
The first week is really grunt work and nothing, Hey, I really hear so-and-so is looking really good. Yeah. What, in shorts and shells and, against tackling dummies?
Sure.
The other thing, Major League Baseball, the Baseball Hall of Fame had their induction ceremony over the weekend. The Braves get swept. More on that in a moment.
Whoa, wait a minute. America's Pastime had their Hall of Fame ceremony, and I didn't hear about it?
It was great. It was great. That's one of my bucket list things. I've been to Cooperstown before when I was a young boy. Love to go back again. If I ever got a chance to go. When DeMarcus Ware got inducted into the Football Hall of Fame 2 years ago, I wanted so badly to go, but I just couldn't do it.
A couple of years ago, Barry, I think I told you, my son was on a little league team, and they went up there and played. Yeah, spent about a week up there. It was awesome. Speaking of baseball, I'm not going to give you all the details until after we get back from the next break. I actually watched a baseball game over the weekend. I'm going to say probably longer than any. It's the longest I've watched a baseball game this year.
What relative of yours was playing youth league baseball? And
this was a televised game.
Okay. Also, we're talking about golf. Bill from Baltimore says, "Speaking of Arrested, did you see Happy Gilmore 2 yet?" Love the golf cameos and bits. I watched almost all of it yesterday.
Really?
Something else that D and I wanted to watch came on, so I cut away from it. But it's on Netflix. I thought it was a theater release.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was in the theaters, and goodness knows, I don't know about John, but I haven't been to a movie theater in forever.
Yeah, the last Bond movie.
It's on
Barry, I didn't see the first one, so I don't really know much about Happy Gilmore. I know who plays
the only frequent golfer I have ever seen that has not watched Happy Gilmore.
I got to admit.
I watched Happy Gilmore, but I watched that one in the theaters way back when, 30-something years ago. Happy Gilmore 2 is out. It's on Netflix. The stars of it, you got all the cameos. You got Nicholas. You got Couples. There's an inside joke about Couples scarfing everybody's desserts at the champions dinner and all that kind of stuff. You got Xander Schauffele, Ricky Fowler.
Oh, yeah.
But the
Love those
stars of the
guys.
movie, the golf stars of the movie, I'm not going to tell any spoilers. You got to see it. I mean, it's stupid. It's a stupid movie, but
Yeah.
sometimes you like stupid. Were Will Zalatoris.
Okay.
There
Yeah.
was a very famous scene in the first Happy Gilmore where Happy's all ticked off. He had an anger management problem, and he's choking his caddy. This is what, in 1990 or 87 or something like that. Well, anyway, the storyline is the caddy grows older, and he turns out to be Will Zalatoris, who's on the PGA Tour. And Zalatoris had a lot of lines, and he had to do it. He was choking his caddy, and he was, SOB this and all that. He was a great actor, Will Zalatoris. And the other one is John Daly.
Oh, yeah.
Daly is down on his luck, and he's living in Happy Gilmore's garage. And Happy's down on his luck, too.
Yeah.
John Daly's awesome in this.
I got to
movie.
check it out.
I
got to check it out.
Netflix, don't cost nothing if you're already a subscriber. But yeah, Bill, it's not Academy Award stuff. And again, you got to know what you're getting into. I mean, it's stupid stuff like the guy who founded the Opposing Tour. Guess who it's modeled after? The guy who founded the Opposing Tour. He's in this thing that looks like Dr. No's layer and everything. And he's got Shooter McGavin with him, going to make a comeback. And instead of, having the eye where, you going into a room and where you have the eye or the fingerprint or something like that, he passes gas into it and it recognizes that and then lets him in. I mean, that's Adam Sandler for you. It's not going to be eyebrow, but anyway, this
sounds like my kind of movie.
Barry's movie moment here. Happy Gilmore 2. Okay. I mean, it wasn't as good as the original Happy Gilmore, and the Happy Gilmore #1 wasn't all that great, but if you're a golfer, you'd probably enjoy it. You'd love to see all the cameos from all the golfers out there.
I will definitely put it on my list because this time of year I'm looking for something.
Oh yeah, Vern is on there.
Beautiful.
It was great. They had an interview with Scotty Scheffler, and it was fun.
I'm telling you, Barry, that the entertainment options are pretty limited this time of year. I'm watching. Tonight it's Law and Order on BBC. I've seen every one of them, but I'm still watching it because it's the only thing on that grabs my attention this time of year.
You didn't have to tell me that it was limited when you've already told me that you watched a baseball game for longer than you've.
I'm going to tell you more about that when we get back.
Yep, it is about 23 minutes left in our first live hour of the show. It's Longshore and McKnight in association with Yellowhammer News, presented by Bud Light.
Phoenix Physical Therapy is ready to help patients recover, recharge, and rise. They develop a customized therapy plan for each patient to get them back to enjoying their favorite activities. Their experienced team is committed to providing exceptional care in a professional environment. Whether you're looking to prevent or treat an injury, recover from a recent illness, or recuperate from surgery, schedule an appointment with our clinic and take advantage of our physical therapy, athletic training, workers' comp, and employer solutions service. Experience elevated physical therapy today. Call Phoenix Physical Therapy at 239-9316. That's 239-9316.
The Bush Guide, cold and smooth survival skills. For a successful stint in the great outdoors, pack accordingly. Place heavy essentials near your spine for stability in rough terrain, with light items near the bottom. Now, you may be wondering, where does the Bush Light go? In your stomach. Bush. Head for the mountains. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2023, Anheuser-Busch, Busch Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Did you know that Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air service fee is good for 30 days for all 4 trades? That's right. If we service your home's electric, plumbing, HVAC, or garage doors, we will come back within 30 days for any of the 4 trades at no additional cost to you. A licensed and trained Dixie technician will service your home with our signature warehouse on wheels, and all work will be backed by our 100% satisfaction guarantee. What are you waiting for?
Okay, here we are back at it, about 21 minutes to the top of the hour with Longshore and McKnight. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate that. Tell all your friends. Get the word out there. We really appreciate it, and certainly have seen the numbers and the views grow, and we greatly appreciate that with yellowhammernews.com, on YouTube, on Facebook. Of course, X, Instagram. You can listen to us on Spotify and Apple iTunes. So many ways to get our content and check it out. We really, really appreciate it. Now, I don't know how to put this, Barry, because I really don't want to,
No, here we go again.
Kick a dog when it's down.
Right.
But
he's
obviously
never done that before.
No, I really want to
say this correctly. Yeah.
Say it correctly. Obviously, Major League Baseball has not done real well in television ratings. I think I pointed out that of the top 100 sporting events, last year, Major League Baseball didn't show up in any of those, even the World Series. But I don't want to harp on that. I mean, I really don't want to. That was then. That was now. ESPN is elected to break away from Major League Baseball and whatnot.
Or the other way around.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Industry insiders say that Major League Baseball did not feel like they got the support that the contract called for with ESPN.
Okay,
and so did not want to throw bad money.
That's okay. Smart business decision, I guess.
But
now they're what, on FS1 or Peachtree TV or whatever. But anyway, Saturday, I'm, there again, just kind of scanning around, seeing what's going on. It's kind of the, summertime, and I'm thinking, well, there's got to be some baseball game on. I'll get a replay of the PGA Tour or whatnot. And to my amazement, as Bill from Baltimore pointed out at 7:33, ESPN, not ESPN2 or ESPNU or Deportes, is showing the Savannah Bananas.
Oh, yeah.
Was
it the Savannah Bananas against the Texas Tailgaters?
The Tailgaters. Yes, it was. And I think the game was being played in Philadelphia. And it was packed. And I have never seen the Savannah Bananas play. Heard about them.
Yeah.
But I've never seen them. And when I turned it on, this guy's on stilts on the pitcher's mound throwing pitches. And I'm thinking, wow, this is interesting.
He's also been a hitter before. I've seen an interview like on Good Morning America or something like that. And yeah.
So
he played high school baseball, and that was it. He was pretty good and all that. But he also knew how to walk on stilts.
Yeah, we can do it.
Tried out, and they said, yeah,
they can do it.
Okay.
So I'm watching it, and I'm kind of trying, because I've heard a lot about it, and I'm thinking, okay, let me see what this is all about. And there again, big crowd. They go to the guys doing the game, and they're eating like banana hot dogs or something, and they're watching them. I mean, the cameras are showing the guys doing the play-by-play, eating these. I guess it's the big, food item at the concessions at a Savannah Banana game or whatnot. But I thought, man, this is kind of crazy. And the more I watched it, I'm thinking now, okay, I get it. It's fast-paced, not a lot of downtime. Rules are a little different. Something about if a guy walks, he keeps running until everybody on the team touches the ball. I thought, wow, this is kind of neat.
I saw one where I think it's a rule. I read about it. I haven't watched them play a full game, but I've seen clips. I think I've seen this where if you hit a foul ball and a fan catches it in the stands, it's an out.
I believe so, yeah. Oh, heck yeah. I mean, it is a lot of I think the bases are bigger, too. I noticed that the bags look bigger when they were running to the back. But one thing that the team that the Bananas were playing, the Tailgaters.
The Texas Tailgaters.
And, I mean, some of these guys are dressed up and, got their sleeves cut off of their jerseys so you can see their guns. And,
right.
They don't dress like normal baseball players, which was, I thought, neat as well. But this guy for the Bananas rips one down the third baseline.
Yeah.
And the third baseman for the Tailgaters, I mean, he lays out parallel to the ground, snags it, steps up, zoop, throws it to first. I'm thinking, damn, that was like a major league play right there. This guy's got a gun. I mean, you can see these guys know how to play.
This is legitimate. It's kind of a little bit like the Globetrotters in that they can play the game.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We had one of Gern's entries on the topic wheel on Thursday about the banana player, the outfielder who can turn a backflip and catch a fly ball at the same time. He tried to do that. That was on like Good Morning America or something like that. And he did it fine. But again, he's on a slick studio floor and he busted it once he hit the floor. And I'm thinking, I could have told you he was going to do that. I don't care if he stuck the landing, he's going down. But yeah, these guys are good athletes and all that.
I got to tell you, Barry, I was impressed. Now, okay, you're wondering, you said you watched more baseball over the weekend than you have all year. How much time are we talking about here?
10 minutes, 12.
10 to 12,
yeah.
Maybe. No longer, not more than 15. No way. But I'd say 10 to 12.
See, even that, you guys are saying, 10 to 12. I'm thinking, holy smokes, John watched baseball for 12, maybe 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Straight? Unbelievable.
Yeah, so it was entertaining. And I think the games only last like 2 hours. They're quick.
Okay, yeah.
Which is another plus. Now, I don't think baseball should go to that extreme.
Well,
guys on stilts and, if a fan catches the ball, it's an out. But
that's always happened. And we're getting stuff, from William about doesn't ESPN also push hard for the WNBA? And Leslie Sports says it's awful and all. They've always had stuff like that. The old House of David teams.
Yeah.
You've had barnstorming teams in the winter that'll go down to, or that used to go down back when baseball was a lot more innocent, used to go down to, Latin America or have a trip over to Japan. You've always had that type of thing going on. The House of David teams, some of the other ones. So, I mean, it's not a new thing. And I mean, it's not Major League Baseball. This is not sanctioned by Major League
not at
Baseball.
All.
But, again, Major League Baseball does have an image problem. They do have a national perception problem, even though people still go. I mean, ticket sales are still good, but it's the TV ratings that have gone down. And a lot of that's because ESPN, their partner, didn't really spend a lot of time with them. So, they need to.
Yeah, and I don't blame them. I mean, if the ratings aren't good, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on them either. People wonder about the WNBA. And, William, that's an interesting question that you bring up. ESPN is heavily invested in the NBA.
Yes.
And I've got to believe that part of the deal with ESPN is you got to show some WNBA games as well, particularly in the summer when the NBA season's over and nothing else is going on until football starts, which is what you're seeing. What WNBA I've watched, it's been a highlight clip. I'm not, even if I'm channel surfing, I'm not stopping on the WNBA. Now, what has grabbed my attention is the physical play and the fighting that we see on these highlight clips. Is that what they've got to go to get more people interested in it? Rough housing, pushing, shoving, bullying up on a particular player. I don't know why you'd have to do that, but maybe they feel like they've got to attract more viewers.
John's sitting in, he's settling in for lunch. He got everything ready, chips over here, drink over here, sandwich over there. He's watching a little bit of Cowherd and kind of and checking his phone. What are the Ops doing now? All of a sudden, Cowherd has a clip of a fight in the NBA. John, all of a sudden, he realizes his tomato has slid out of his sandwich. Oh, because he's so, ooh, look at him. Wow, he threw him over the scorer's table. Other than that, he's like, yeah, whatever. Who got arrested in Dadeville? That kind of a stuff. So he's not, it ain't like he's hanging on the NBA. Now, if somebody throws a punch at somebody, you got his attention.
And I will watch some NBA in the winter. Past January. I'm not watching NBA in December or anything, but once the bowl games are over with and the NFL is kind of wrapped up, I'll watch some NBA in February and March, getting ready for postseason. But WNBA, not going to happen. And when those women came out there and pulled that stunt with those T-shirts saying, pay us what we're worth or something like that.
Pay us what you owe us. Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Basketball. I broadcast women's basketball. I've done hundreds of them. But
how about we'll pay you what you make? which is zero.
Yeah.
There again,
So-
wouldn't for the NBA supplementing the WNBA, it wouldn't be a thing. And that's the reason that these, network, that ESPN, which has gotten ultra liberal, sure, we'll show it. We're losing our shirt on it, but we're going to show it anyway. And I'm
because
sure
that'll
the NBA's pressing them.
yeah. So the Savannah Bananas, look, don't look your nose on it. It's not the major leagues. It's like it's like an Adam Sandler movie.
But Barry,
if you're going to the theaters or you're watching Netflix to see Adam Sandler, you ain't seeing Meryl Streep on it. Denzel ain't showing up in it. The best actor you've ever seen in an Adam Sandler movie is probably Jennifer Aniston.
Oh.
And she was in that movie with him where, I don't know, she was like a dental assistant or something. I don't know. But,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you're
That was
get.
Horrible
You're
Bosses.
get.
She was actually a dentist in Horrible Bosses.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And she was one of the horrible bosses.
She
but,
was.
You're not getting Anthony Hopkins or you're not getting Kate Winslet in an Adam Sandler movie. You're not getting Major League Baseball quality play with a Savannah Bananas game. And you think,
that's kind of goes back to my point. And I know John from Millbrook is listening and watching and doesn't want to hear this. So am I being led to believe that Major League Baseball is so poor and the ratings are so bad and the interest is so low that ESPN said, you know what, fellas, I don't know what else to do. Let's just put the Savannah Bananas on prime time Saturday night instead of the New York Yankees or the Boston Red Sox or the LA Dodgers. They're killing us. Let's put these banana guys on and see what happens.
Now, bear in mind, they don't have to spend but pennies on the Savannah Bananas, and people will watch them. Heck, if I'm them and I'm searching for potential advertisers for Savannah Banana coverage, one of the things I would do if I was them going into somebody's boardroom as an ad salesman for ESPN's Savannah Banana coverage, I'll say, look, check this clip from this program that's blowing up called Longshore and McKnight. There's this guy named John Longshore that said he watched 12 minutes of a baseball game. You guys don't want to have your ad in a baseball game that's so compelling that John Longshore watched it for 12 minutes.
That's a great sales
They're looking
pitch.
for a pen. They're ready to sign. They got a notary public standing right there with the stamp. Come on, that's what I would do.
That is a heck of a sales pitch. I'm gonna have to use that later on. That's good stuff there.
Yeah.
But I saw it, watched a little bit of it, and I got to tell you, I thought, man, is Major League Baseball in such bad shape they're putting the Bananas on Saturday night? Whew, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have thought that way, but I did.
This is where things are going. This is where things are going. You've got your choices. You're going to have a lot of choices in media consumption. You have highbrow, intelligent, thoughtful discourse from Longshore and McKnight anytime you want it. Knowledgeable, insightful, provocative, all that kind of stuff. But you also have the Pat McAfee show. You also have the Savannah Bananas. You also have what is his name? Dave Portnoy and Barstool. They're signing a big deal where they're going to be a part of Fox Sports and they're going to be on. Am I right on this?
I did say,
Noon Saturday with their Fox Sports and Dave Portnoy and what is it, El Presidente and some of those guys from Barstool are going to be providing content.
He's a big Michigan
Pinky
fan.
Finger knows more about college football than Dave Portnoy, but he's going to be on there. And that's what we're talking about. The coverage isn't always geared towards people like Longshore and McKnight. Classy,
no, unfortunately.
So
they've got to go through these theatrics.
They're going to go Portnoy. They're going to go Pat McAfee. They're going to go Savannah Bananas.
The shock value. I guess that's what the younger demographic, I guess, wants is stuff like that. Now, what did McAfee do or say? I've heard his name mentioned a lot lately. There, and I don't follow McAfee. I'm not a big fan, but obviously he did something.
Yeah, and his program. I get him on a little bit on College Game Day. He's provocative. He doesn't really know the game or anything like that, but he'll stand up on the stage and hoop and holler and get everybody to yell, and that's great. But on his show, this was 3 or 4 months ago. There was a young lady, a student at Ole Miss, and there had been a rumor going around that she had a physical relationship. I don't want to get involved in all of this, but she had a physical relationship. It was sports related.
Yeah.
And it caught on TikTok, on Instagram, and all this kind of stuff. And, it was viral, as they say. She didn't do any of it. Absolutely none of it. And her dad got involved, and he's going to sue this and that. And Pat McAfee, he continued the coverage of it. He was talking about, hey, there's this chick at Ole Miss, and she did this, and the girl didn't do anything. She didn't know anything. Somebody just got her name and floated it up there, and she's attractive and all this kind of stuff. Well, this was 3 or 4 months ago, right? And, it was proven to be untrue. That poor girl's life has been turned upside down. Hopefully she recovers from all that. And Pat McAfee issued an apology like Friday, 3 months after it happened.
So he is stating something that he has no idea if it's true or false.
No. He just saw it, and this is what happened, and this chick did this. And again, I don't want to get into the details because I don't want to prolong it myself. All I'm talking about is McAfee. He just said it top of his head. Hey, this girl, she's done this and that and everything in a college football context, and it was unseemly and everything. How about her, huh? And none of it was true in that poor girl's life. She's just a student, a very good student at the University of Mississippi, living her life. And now, she's got to deal with all this. And Pat McAfee of ESPN is throwing it out there too. And when the damage was done, and 3 months later, when the suits say, hey, man, you have got to say something, that's when he says something. Drives me crazy.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
That's who that ESPN is presenting as somebody you need to.
Well, I guess, Barry, when we were younger and growing up, when college game day was like 30 minutes, maybe an hour. Now it's 3+. I mean, they drag it on. They could do it all in a shorter period of time. I don't watch much of it at all, if any. I might have it on in the background or somewhere else, or somebody else might, but I'm not glued to it. Got to find out, want to hear everything they've got to say, because really they're not telling me anything I don't already know. I know it gets the fans worked up. They enjoy it, particularly when they're on location at a particular school. I can tell you this, Barry, even if it was 40 years ago and college game day had come to Tuscaloosa, I can promise you, I'm not getting up at the crack of dawn to stand out there all day just to cheer and yell and hopefully to get on TV. Not going to happen. Certainly not going to happen now. And I'm amazed at these people that will get up just to stand there.
Grown people, older than us,
Do not get it.
Let's take a break. Second hour coming up. It's our Monday edition of Longshore and McKnight in association with Yellowhammer News, presented by Bud Light.
You're not buying sticks, stems, and pine cones. You're buying premium long-diddle pine straw from River Region Straw. Kenny and his staff have access to the best pine straw in the River Region, full of color that will last all season long. Kenny has locations in Montgomery, Prattville, and Auburn, and no order is too big or too small, from a few bales to an 18-wheeler trailer load. Pickup is available, or your order can be delivered. They can even spread your pine straw if you like. So call or text Kenny today, 669-5959. That's 669-5959 for all of your pine straw needs.
Summer's here, and so too are its many challenges. Heat that won't quit, beers that won't fit, hammocks that won't hammock, screen doors that appear out of nowhere, flips that flop a little too much. That's why it's important to keep it simple. Keep it cool. Keep them coming. And keep it easy. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Bud Light.
At Dixie Overhead Door, we specialize in top-quality garage door solutions for homes across Alabama and Georgia. In need of a garage door repair or a brand new garage door installation, our expert team delivers fast, reliable service with local expertise that you can trust, providing customized solutions and exceptional care every step of the way. Visit us today at DixieOverheadDoor.com and experience the Dixie difference.
All right, welcome back in. We are starting hour number 2 here on this Monday. So glad you are with us here today, whether you watch us live from 7 until 9 a.m. Weekday mornings, or you watch it at your convenience, because we're there for you at any time. You can check it out at yellowhammernews.com, YouTube, Facebook, also on Spotify and Apple iTunes. We're on X and Instagram as well. So check it out, Longshore and McKnight. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We really, really appreciate that. Okay, John has smoked, I've smoked him out, and he's trying to smoke me out.
Yeah, he says.
Use money to gauge the popularity of baseball.
Yeah. He says Shohei Ohtani signed a 10-year, $700 million contract with the Los Angeles Angels, making it the largest contract in sports history. Rich people are not stupid investing money, which is true. Again, baseball, if you look at it, like a live event, is extremely healthy. I mean, they've got it's not sustainable the track they're on. I've said that before. There needs to be changes. It ain't perfect. It ain't perfect at all. When you go into the season knowing that the Pittsburgh Pirates don't have a prayer of winning, or the Kansas City Royals, or the Minnesota Twins, because they can't spend the money that the Dodgers and the Yankees spend. They got to change some of that. But
how many of these teams like Kansas City and Milwaukee and Tampa and these smaller market programs, how many players do they have making $700 million?
No, none.
Seems like it's always the Dodgers, the Yankees,
and that's
Red Sox. Yeah,
that's a problem. That's a problem. They do need to
it's
fix
not in
that.
balance. It's kind of out of whack a little bit.
But the problem, and I've said this before, the reason why football has become more popular, particularly pro football, has become more popular than baseball. Remember, well, you probably don't remember because it's not in your lifetime, when baseball was America's pastime. It's still the greatest sport ever invented, but I mean, America's pastime. Why is it's
past its time. There's no doubt about that.
Why is it not that anymore? It is for one reason, one main reason. And that's because football is suited better for television. Baseball is not.
Okay.
Football, you can have every bit of the action of a certain play. It can be within a TV frame. You don't have to, get the camera over there to see what happened with a ball in the right field corner, and at the same time the guy is running to second and maybe going to third. You can't do that on baseball. In football, sure, you've got long passes and punts and all that, but even then you can use one camera to get it all. Football is more linear. Baseball is more spatial, where football, you can watch it on one frame if you want to. They don't always do it that way, but where the ball is at all times. Baseball, a lot of times you don't.
And certainly with basketball, you've got a smaller area as well, and you can see all the action on a basketball court. So that makes sense.
What it does, baseball is a terrific sport to watch live, because you can see all that. You're watching that ball hit down the right field line. The right field is going over to get it in the corner. Will the runner stop at second base, or will he head to third? He's going to go, and here's the thing. You can see all that. You can't necessarily do that on television.
Now here's a guy, a novice baseball viewer, whether it's television or in person. But as you know, you've seen it in real life, sitting there, pitch after pitch after pitch, and I get into a conversation with somebody, and I'm looking at another game on the screen in the box, and then I hear this dink, and then I have to whip around and go, what happened? I was almost falling asleep at this game because there were so many pitches and walks to the mound and walking the guy, and
I'll never forget John Barry night at Riverwalk Stadium. I'm walking back into the back. I'm down there on the on the suite level seats, me and Me and
I think you were sitting next to Steve.
And Steve in a truck. And I walked back, and there's John back there inside the suite in the air conditioning at the bar table. And, he had a Bud Light with him.
Sure.
And John says, "Hey, man, how's it going?" I said, "Man, it's great. What a great game." And John looks out there like for the first time. He's trying to see the fourth inning. Are you kidding me? Fourth?
Whew.
I've been here almost an hour. I'm thinking, well, that's how long.
Speed this up a little.
This isn't a double header or anything, is it? To where there are only 7 innings and I can go. You can 4 innings.
Yep.
What? Did they have a rain delay or something? That kind of a thing. It's not built necessarily for people of John's attention.
True. That's true. Now, John from Wetumpka, you talk about this money aspect of baseball. I will inform you that today's lineup of Major League Baseball games, I'm not going to go through every one of them, but they will let you know how you can get a ticket to these games.
Right.
And they phrase it, tickets as low as. Now, if you want to go to an Alabama or Auburn game and it's a big matchup, maybe Auburn, Georgia, Alabama, LSU, we told you earlier, you're looking at $200 face value for the ticket. And by the time you buy it on the scalpers market, it's probably doubled, particularly if the two teams playing are in the top 5. It's really going to be expensive. The New York Met at San Diego Padre game today, tickets as low as $46. That's actually the highest of the tickets as low as.
Right.
You've got some Toronto at Baltimore, $15. Tampa Bay at the New York Yankees, $15. Atlanta at Kansas City, $14. And Miami at St. Louis, $8. And coming in at an all-time low today, the Rangers at the Angels. LA's a very expensive market, but not for baseball, $7. I couldn't get to a high school game for $7. You got to be kidding me.
Well, you can't watch a movie in the movie theater for $7. Bear in mind that they do have 81 home games a year.
Oh,
and bear in mind
here
it's going to be like game 71.
Yeah.
Upper deck, far corner, right field, bleachers, and all that. Those are the $7
couple of things
tickets.
right there. That $7 ticket, Barry, I can guarantee where my fanny's going to be planted, and it ain't in the upper deck in the outfield. I'm working my way around to
$7.
I'm working my way around home plate and sitting there till the usher tells me to get up, which won't happen. Then here's another thing I propose, and people, baseball purists look at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Don't play so many dadgum games. Can we not figure it out at half the amount? Do we have to play 162?
162.
Yeah. I mean, really? Can we not? I think we could figure it out within 80 games, maybe 50.
So,
do we have to play that many games?
Is he saying it would be more popular if you didn't play as much?
I agree. Yes, because it's that demand. Man, remember when baseball played every day of the week? Now they're making me wait 4 or 5 days. Man, I can't take it. It's killing me. I mean, I'm so excited about the next baseball game rather than who they playing today. Hell, they played yesterday. They're playing again tomorrow. Who they playing today? Yes.
So in the world of Longshore, the anticipation is even better than the actual game itself.
No.
Why are you spending those 4 days playing 4 games? Why not spend those 4 days making everybody wait for that one game?
Exactly. Look, you mentioned the NFL and college football. The lines come out on Sunday night. I got to wait all the way till Saturday before I can see how my money's played out.
And you ain't happy about it. You're like, dang, when are we going to get – when are the guys?
No, but you know what? I've got to accept it. I got to live with it. That's the way I've learned and the way it's been, and I'm happy with it. I don't want to game. Look, the Phantoms told you ain't got to bet every game every night. So I like the wait time, the excitement, the anticipation.
out of everything John says, that's the one that makes less sense. We need to play more football games, less baseball games. For this, we need to be more.
Fun.
And I've told him before, I said, if you don't want to watch a Tuesday or a Wednesday or a Thursday baseball game, don't watch it.
No.
Then you get to the Friday night game, you're with your buddies, say, oh boy, man, I've been waiting for this. Hey, how have we done this week? Oh, we lost 4 in a row. Well, that's okay. Here we go. We're gonna do it. Why don't you pretend that they didn't play?
I don't want
make you feel.
I don't want more games. I mean, I know we've talked about expanded playoffs and all that kind of stuff, but 12 regular season games is enough in college. I think the NFL actually plays too many regular season games, 17, I believe it is, but it's a whole other animal there with only 32 teams. So, but I'm not complaining, but they don't play but once a week. I don't have a problem with that. Now, it's like the games, I think in October, it's a game every night. There's somebody's playing a football game every night. It's different conferences, might be a group of 5, a power 5, whatever. But I'm convinced that it's programming for ESPN. There's no doubt. I think in the overall grand scheme of things, producing a college football game for television, not that expensive. I mean, a couple of 18-wheelers, cameras, some play-by-play guys, it's not that expensive in the grand scheme of things. So why not put it on? But the gambling aspect of it, and you look at ESPN's website, Bet ESPN, I believe, they got their own website, but they've got the logo on the ESPN website for everybody to go to. And they realize, it's ESPN Bet. And I see their signage all over Major League Baseball parks, football stadiums, whatever. They are really promoting and advertising that. And certainly for those football games in October, every night of the week, they know those folks want the action. They want to gamble on it. And I've said it many times before about the NFL. Who in Montgomery cares about the Chicago Bears playing the Arizona Cardinals? Unless you got a relative or a friend that plays on that team, you probably don't have that much interest in it. But you put a little cash on it, then you become very interested. And ESPN figured that out along with all these other people. How do you get more people interested? Let them gamble on it. And those games on Tuesday nights in October, made for gamblers.
No question. No doubt about it. This is, again, John says 12 regular season games is good. That's sure. Yeah. Ohio State wins the national championship last year.
Mm-hmm.
They go 14-2. 16 games.
Yep.
Texas, 13-3. 16 games. Oregon played 14. Georgia played 14.
Yeah.
You're going to win the national championship, you got to play 16 games, to which if you tap John's kneecap with a rubber hammer, he'll say, well, in high school, you can play 17 games.
Yep.
That don't mean it's right. So, again,
I don't see anybody complaining about the high school guys having to play that many games. There again, though, not everybody is going to play 16 games, nor is everybody going to play 17. So if you're one of the better programs and you position yourself and work yourself to get into that position to play 16 games,
right,
you should have no problem with it. Some of these other teams, if their season's over after their 12th game, well, you better work a little harder. Your team's soft. That doesn't bother. Postseason and regular season is totally different. It's totally different. Regular season, got to streamline it, got to have a set number. But when you get to the postseason, you keep winning. Let's keep playing, baby. Love it. We're on a roll. Let's go.
John from Wetumpka says John isn't a good gauge. He's ADHA.
What?
I'm a professional educator. He has all the signs. I don't really know. I mean, I can't tell you. I can't give you a clinical description of being what is it? ADHA, AHD?
I know what he's talking about. Yeah.
But I have seen in John before. I have seen him when we on radio, when we're not on camera and I'm in the studio or at location, I can see John like 3 minutes into an interview. And he used to have the Montgomery Advertiser out, and he's looking at it. Oh, hey, wow. Look, they've got, a sale at Penny's or something like that. I've seen John before where I'm thinking, oh, boy, here we go. Here we go. He's already checking out on this one, like 2 minutes into the interview. When we're, when we're getting the play-by-play guy at Middle Tennessee State or something like that, John's like, so,
and it bit me on the butt one time when that was actually the coach when I didn't know where Bowling Green was located.
Yeah. It used to be kind of a Longshore-ism that I would ask somebody, we'd have a long interview. I'd ask somebody a question and like 45 seconds later, John would ask him the same question. That did happen now and again. So I don't know about ADHA or ADD or whatever it is, but he has,
So what are you getting at, John, from Wetumpka? I mean,
baseball is not your thing. Baseball is like, is that guy still up?
Yeah.
What? He's been up for like 3 minutes. Yeah, he fouled a few off, took a couple pitches. It's 3-2. They had a mound visit and everything.
And I will say this, John. You've heard me say this
5
before.
minutes out of my life. I'm not getting back, Barry. I'm thinking, but
I never played baseball as a youngster. Never.
Which is hard for me to believe because John's athletic. John's the best athlete I may know that never played baseball.
Never played baseball.
I don't
never
know
was really
a male in my life that never played baseball as a kid. It's crazy.
I never did. And I think there's several reasons for it. I did collect baseball trading cups from 7-Eleven. So I did know a little bit about baseball.
For a profit.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, I got 2 Ray Fosse's.
Yeah.
Have you got
so that's
Dwayne
about
Piper for me? Yeah.
My extent of Major League Baseball. I think being the 4th of 4 children, by the time I got to that age, my father, we never talked about baseball. He never brought it up because I could kind of, now as I got older looking back on it, I'm thinking, he ain't no way he wanted to stay at the ballpark all summer long. That was not going to be what he was planning on doing, which he didn't. So that means, and there again, I didn't miss it. I mean, I started playing golf when I was 8 years old.
Morning, get out there, Gafers against, Hall Brothers Dairy or something?
Oh, yeah. He was all into that.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Love the Y football, the Y basketball.
Give me a Saturday morning. Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Here we go. Good job, Johnny. And that's it.
We used to play early games. Peter Crump, South Y, wherever we played our games in the Y, he would throw me in the car in the back seat with my football uniform still on.
Pads.
We'd head to Tuscaloosa. I would either have to change in the car or go to the game with my football pants on
you've
at
done
Bryant Denny. Oh, yeah.
You've gone to an Alabama football game wearing your youth league uniform.
Correct. Now I'd take the pads and the jersey off.
Down the middle of the concrete underneath the
put on a T-shirt or something. I'd have my football pants on because if it was a tight game, we had just beaten like Asko Steel, hop in the car, we're gone because all those games kicked at 1:30. So we had to get out of town. We had to go. We had to be there. So, yeah, football, basketball, but baseball,
I could just
I was
see
playing
YMCA
golf.
leadership in the summer. When everybody's getting together right after the draft or whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, we have a motion on the table that we allow overtimes in the games. No overtimes. Well, why not? It'll help us out figuring out the standings and the kids get to play a little extra football because kickoff for the Crimson Tides at 1:30.
Yeah, they're playing Mississippi Southern at 1:30. We got to go.
Let's go. Ain't no overtime.
Nothing. So, and then of course I spent every summer at Navarre Beach. So, I was there and playing golf and baseball. Well, didn't even know a thing about it. But I did play softball when I got out of college. Played on a great softball team with a lot of great guys. It was a ton of fun.
See, that counts.
But
you had a ton of fun.
I'd be sitting out there in the outfield going, is this guy ever going to hit one to me? I mean, I've been sitting out here all night. Let's go.
2 quick points before we go to break. Number one, John Kruk, who played for the Phillies and the Padres, does TV for the Phillies now. He said, baseball is a great sport, but not if you're not playing it. That was John. And number 2, we had on the air with us live former Troy head football coach, current Tulane head football coach, John Sumrall. Maybe it wasn't live. Maybe it was just you and me and him just shooting the breeze one time live. And, maybe I think we were live on the air and asking him, he's from Huntsville. We're asking him about why football, because, he is like the quintessential football guy. And he said, I played baseball when I was a little kid, and I'm standing out there in right field, and I'm thinking, oh, my gosh, is that all there is? Little kid John Sumrall. Man, there's nothing going on out here.
Yeah. Now,
he said, man, that's not for me. And I think he played 1 year of youth league baseball, and that was it.
My oldest son, I've mentioned it, left-handed, plays baseball his entire growing up. Pitcher, loved it. Now that he's in college, so obviously his baseball days are over. He plays a lot of golf now. He's a really good golfer. He's left-handed, but uses right-handed clubs, which is kind of an advantage. But he I'd go watch him play. He'd kill it. My other 2 boys never were interested in baseball. That was not their deal. They never played. Just played football and basketball.
Nothing wrong with it, I guess, but hard to imagine.
Yeah.
Final thing here.
I kidded around. I think my father just kept baseball away from me till I was like 12. I didn't even know what baseball was till I was like 12 years old. Oh, ain't getting him in baseball.
American boy, no baseball.
No baseball.
But I've seen him throw a baseball. He and I had to throw out the first pitch of the Biscuits game. We had to throw out the first pitch of the Old Man Gun. John can throw a baseball. More normally, a kid who's not exposed to baseball at 12, he's like, or whatever. Can't imagine. Final thought here. Bob from Pike Road checks in. He says, John, I've done exact same thing. Playing Y football at Peter Crump, Goodwin, and Brubaker.
Yeah.
He says this. I even played a couple games at McIntyre.
So you're probably so Bob, you're probably talking junior high, because when I was at Cloverdale, they were you played at the school. So Cloverdale had a field, Goodwin had a field, Bellingraph had a field, Floyd had a field, McIntyre, Ball, so you went and played there. When you got to high school, every game was at Crampton Bowl. Now, Y football, we did play at Peter Crump, and then the old South Y, where the equestrian, it's not called the equestrian, but they've got a big indoor pool there at the old South Y. We would play across the street from there. Golly, where else did we? Oh, WCLV. They would broadcast the games on television. As a matter of fact, Jim Fife did the play-by-play. And on Saturday mornings, they would broadcast a Y game on television from the WCLV studios. Trying to think where else we played.
And Fife would be up there like on top of the WCOV
correct
truck.
That's exactly right. And this is before VCRs. So you couldn't tape the game and go home and watch it. That was the only bad side of it. Downside.
Quarterback number 8, John.
Yeah.
Longshore. You get out there, man, life could not be better if you're a kid and you're on WCOV.
It was so good.
That Gaffer's helmet.
I'm trying, but God, Bob, I got to think of it, because the South Y and Peter Crump, we did play there a lot.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think where else we played. What are the fields around town? Maybe I don't know. I got to think about that. But of course, it was everybody wanted to get to Crampton Bowl for the day of football. That was the ultimate goal.
Yeah. Well, there's a little walk down memory lane. Finally, we've always have interesting points before we get a break. Now we really will go to break. Longshore and McKnight, in association with Yellowhammer News, presented by Bud Light.
Known by avid golfers as one of the most beautiful and challenging stops on the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, Cambrian Ridge in Greenville lies just 40 miles from Montgomery. It is well worth the ride for any golfer looking for 27 holes of jaw-dropping golf. The greens have been redesigned to accommodate the higher green speeds associated with their installation of the latest generation of ultra-dwarf Bermuda grass. Cambrian Ridge offers a fully stocked pro shop with all the latest equipment and apparel. Great food and beverages in the clubhouse can be enjoyed both before and after your round. Get your group together and hit the trail. Go to rtjgolf.com/Cambrian Ridge for tee times and more information.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch, Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Why Hands? At Hands Heating and Air, you get this area's highest ranked service provider with 24-hour repair service, no overtime charges, and their same-day service guarantee. Plus, instead of other companies' 30-day repair warranty, Hands gives you a 3-year repair warranty. Hands Heating and Air is here for you 24/7, 365. And service is not just something they do, it's their way of operating, for you in mind. All of Hands employees are trained to adhere to this standard. They work hard to ensure that this standard is maintained, and they are constantly looking for new ways to better serve you. Call Hands Heating and Air today at 508-5382. That's 508-5382, or find them on the web at 834hands.com. All righty, welcome back in. About 25 minutes past the hour on this Monday. I knew Mal was going to chime in because I was thinking of Mal because he played back when I did. How I forgot Bear and Danley School. Yeah, that was another place where we played our games as well. And then John Den hit me with some of the old teams. Ring Around Products, Sylvester Super Chicken.
Barber's Milk.
Yeah, they were a big rival, Barry. If you played for Hall Brothers Dairy, you had to beat Barber's Milk.
You're not kidding. Hall Brothers Dairy and Barber's Milk, when they got together, you threw the record books out.
We had Richie's Shoe Shop. We had Brindle Fire. We had Jim Massey Cleaners. Stowers Realty, Aceco Steel, Gill Chemical. Man, who were some of the other ones?
Brindle Fire?
That's actually my brother-in-law. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's him. Yeah.
Well,
Brindle Fire
does
Equipment.
this resonate with you as well? Mal says, one year the day of football was at Capitol Heights. We got drilled in the championship game by a 133-pound fullback in the third grade. You had to be 135 to be restricted.
And you know what, Barry? That's another thing. We've gotten too soft. Back in the day, if you were a big boy, they would put the big R on your helmet. So everybody knew that you were a little restricted. Now we can't do that because Lumpy might get his feelings hurt.
Yeah,
you can't put an R on his helmet.
That's why that's why you have husky sizes for kids.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Jay Johnson Business Products. You're right, Mal. I forgot about that one.
You got that big guy, 133 when the cutoff's 135. That guy who's had a little bit of help with his pituitary gland. Third grader and everything. All you did was hand it to him. You give him an end sweep, and here's little 105-pound cornerback John Longshore, and he's over there guarding that corner, and that guy's coming right at you with a blocker.
Yeah. Oh.
What's John supposed to do? The kid is 28 pounds heavier than John, which in real adult world is more like the equivalent of 58.
Well, our tactic, Barry, was just to jump
and hold that corner. Come on.
You just jump on his back and wait for some of your other teammates to show up to get him on the ground. That's how we did it. Yeah, Drug. I forgot about them too. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From Pike Road said I played at least 2 seasons for Jim Massey.
Oh, yeah.
Jim Massey's still involved in it, by the way.
You better believe.
They've got a Jim Massey team in every league and every sport for every
No
year.
Doubt. Great corporate citizens for the community.
Yep.
Mike Turk played for Jim Massey. He played for them. He was quick as a cat back then too.
And I know Coach Turk really, really well. Of course, John played behind him at Jeff Davis, and he is a Troy Sports Hall of Famer and everything. Used to be an assistant. I know Coach Turk really, really well. The fact and Coach Turk is 60 now or something like that. Mm-hmm. John remembers what youth league team he played.
Heck yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Whew.
I mean, it's like Mal. I mean, I'm going to tell you, it was great. Y football was awesome. And, man, I remember every team. I can just about remember every game we played. It was great. I mean, you're a kid in 4th, 5th, 6th grade. You couldn't wait. You just thought that was the coolest thing.
You got to wear your jerseys to school that morning.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody
it was just the coolest.
You cut your eyes at the guy from Hall Brothers Dairy because you're playing for Sylvester Chicken, and
it wasn't not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just different. But the fathers weren't the coaches. The coaches were high school kids. So I remember my fourth grade year, my coach had transferred from a private school to a public school, so he could not play football his 11th grade year or something. So he coached Y football. He and another guy. And so you had what they called adult advisors that were just kind of there to make sure everything was going okay, nothing got out of hand, but they didn't coach. The high school kids did the coaching. And I'll never forget my coaches. We had the same guys my 3 years playing Y ball. So we had by the time we got to our last year, where everybody was on the same page and we knew what we were all about. And yeah, we were good. And we were cocky and we were pretty, I wouldn't say we were the Florida State of Y football, but we were pretty high on ourselves. There ain't no doubt about that. And we let people know it from time to time. Hey, buddy, I'm coming at you all day. Yeah, probably did.
I remember some of those too. I played youth league. I actually worked for the YMCA as a field supervisor for those programs when I was a student at the University of Florida. Archer and Newberry and High Springs and Alachua, all those towns up there.
Mm-hmm.
That used to be serious. I can still remember some of those names. I remember my coaches, Coach Tony Rosa, Coach Art Lanham, Coach Russ Baxter. And John, that was 50
Yeah.
years. It's funny.
It is.
And we're like, oh, what was the name of that wide receiver who dropped that third down pass in we can't remember that. But you asked John, who the stud running back was in the league or who the coach was and all that from when he was 8 years old. Boom, right there.
I'll never forget my fifth grade year. We lost one game, but we went on to play for the city championship at Crampton Bowl and won it. And the game that we lost was against, I believe it was Aisco Steel. We lost 7-6. And on one of the last plays of the game, you didn't throw the ball a lot in this league, but we would throw it from time to time. And I was split out on the left. There's another friend of mine split out on the right. I was supposed to run a post pattern. He was supposed to run like a down and in. Well, the ball's thrown. It's coming dead at me. I'm about to catch it and go into the score. We're going to win the game. The guy that lined up on the right side thinks the pass is coming to him, looking at the ball, not looking at me, runs right into me. Boom. Ball falls incomplete. We lose the game. Yeah. That guy's the godfather of my oldest child, so I didn't hold it against him.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, before we get just totally down memory lane here, let's think back to Friday morning at Stivers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram when there was a release.
Yes, there was.
Of the Phantom's Daily Dog.
It was, Barry. We released a game on Friday from Stivers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram up in Prattville. And even though we already had a winning week, that was guaranteed. We wanted to go ahead and end the week on a even better note.
Pouring it on. Man.
Unfortunately, the Red Sox were not able to beat the Los Angeles Dodgers as a home underdog. And so we had a loser on Friday, but had an overall winning week, which we've had a lot of overall winning weeks, believe it or not, over the basketball and baseball season. So we're going to start a new week off. We're going to go to a game, Barry. You've already kind of mentioned this. I was not aware of this. Probably should have been. But we're going to go to a game at 6:40 tonight.
Okay. There's a couple of those.
It's a couple of 6:40 games tonight.
4 of them, yeah.
And this game involves a team that you mentioned it. You brought it up. But I dug a little deeper. Not only did this team get swept over the weekend, they're on a 5-game losing streak.
I think they've lost 6 of their last 7 series. The Atlanta Braves got swept over the weekend. Didn't win a single game over the weekend against the Texas Rangers out in Arlington. So the losing streak for the Braves is now 5 in a row.
Correct.
They are 17 games out of first place in the National League East, and they are a season worst 16 games under 500.
Yeah, not good. Not good at all. So they got a little interleague action going on. Maybe that's what got them in Arlington against the Rangers, who are, of course, in the American League's Eastern Division. Well, they're continuing with a little interleague action on the road in the American League. They are at Kansas City. The Kansas City Royals will be hosting the Atlanta Braves tonight. The Royals are on a one-game winning streak. If that's a streak, I'm not sure, but they did win their last game.
Yeah.
And they're 2 games below 500, only 8.5 back in the American League Central. But for some reason, Barry, the home team is plus 140 tonight against a team that's lost 5 in a row. And we say that losing streak continues. We're not getting off that horse yet because the Braves, it is not good. It will not be good again on the road tonight in Kansas City. First pitch 6:40. I'm catching a $140. Royals win the game outright against the Braves tonight.
Here's the thing, and I've been telling you, and I'm normally not a negative person, but I've been telling you, hey, the Braves, they ain't got it this year. If don't stay on the bandwagon till the bitter end. We're already at the bitter end. The Braves will have Spencer Strider on the mound, who has been hailed as one of the great young pitchers in the major leagues. 100-mile-an-hour fastball, great slider. Well, Spencer is 4-8 this year. Came back from the injury. Decent ERA, sub-4 at 3.72. He's pitching okay, but the Braves are terrible. John, they are going up against, we talked about him last week, 45-year-old left-hander Rich Hill, who just got signed by the Royals last week. He's 45. He is the oldest pitcher in the major leagues since Jamie Moyer about 12, 13 years ago, and he pitched when he was 50 for the Colorado Rockies. I'm just telling you, Braves fans, if the Braves lose to a 45-year-old, if what I've been telling you so far hasn't sunk in, that's going to have to sink into you.
How about that, folks?
45. If this junk balling 45-year-old rag-armed left-hander beats the Braves, you save yourself the angst and go ahead and hop off the bandwagon. The Braves, my buddy Bobby T sent this to me yesterday, a huge Braves fan. He says, going into this year, the Braves have had only 6 losing seasons since 1990. Pretty amazing. This will be number 7. 6 losing seasons since 1990. John, I know how you, and I thought about this as well. Braves have been pretty good in the 1990s, since 1990. That's 35 years, 6 losing seasons.
Okay.
6 is too many. 6 is a lot, right?
Well, Barry, since when they arrived in Atlanta in 1966, between that 1966 and 1990, how many winning seasons did they have?
Not many. Not many.
And then you people out there jumped on the bandwagon when they got hot in the 90s. Everybody became a Braves fan. Where were you in the 70s and 80s? Just saying. Nobody was there. So Barry, Daniel asked a good question. I'm not able to answer it because I don't know a lot about the Braves.
Who can you say? It's locked up. But here we go. Who can you say on the roster who is the team leader? I don't see one. Must have been Swanson or Freeman, as they've declined ever since. Yeah, Freddie was the guy. Losing Freddie Freeman, and Olson's been good. Olson's been really good, but Freddie is a Hall of Famer. Team leader on this team, there's 2 points to be made about that. I mean, I like Acuna. He's a little bit of a Fruit Loop. I like Austin Riley. If I had to guess, I'd say Riley. But I will also say this, Daniel. The fact that the Braves don't have a team leader, that's not why they're 16 games under 500. It ain't like somebody can get up in the locker room and throw the post-game spread against the wall and kick a couple of lockers, and all of a sudden here they're going to go on a win streak. A team leader, maybe they don't have one. I think they got a couple of guys capable. I do not know, but that ain't the problem.
You know,
I'll tell you that.
Robbie, I appreciate your question, and that will happen,
Quickly,
Coach Parker. But that's no excuse, Robbie, for you just to completely act like the Braves are not playing anymore. I mean,
Yes,
for a
he's
guy
had a-
that has been touting the Braves for as long as I've known you, and they're great, they're going to win it all, blah, 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 blah. I tried to tell you back in March and April, Robbie, no, they're not. And I'm not hearing a word from you about it. Come on. Show a little love.
Troy football coach Jared Parker will be on our show to talk Trojans football. No way Troy finishes 5th in the Sun Belt. Totally agree with that. When we come back.
Yeah, what was it that? We talked about that on TV the other day.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, wait a minute. They're only like 7 teams in each division. And they're picking Troy 6th or something.
Yep.
I'm thinking, whoa, time out.
I'm telling you, there is no way. I'm with Robbie on that. And of course, Robbie, we're going to have Jared Parker on.
Yeah.
Again, we've had him on before. We're going to do a lot of that during the season. Coming up, Gurn Jr.'s Victoryland 777 Topic Wheel on the other side of this break. Longshore and McKnight in association with Yellowhammer News, presented by Bud Light.
The Destin Connection Seafood Market offers the freshest seafood direct from the Gulf of Mexico with deliveries daily. Snapper, grouper, pompano, flounder, copia, along with medium, large, and jumbo shrimp, hand-picked crab meat, and chucked oysters. They can even cook your order for easy, quick pickup. The Destin Connection can make a po' boy with any of their seafood items that folks in New Orleans rave about. Go by and see them at 3750 Norman Bridge Road or call 288-4272 for pickup orders.
All right, man, grab a Budweiser and take a knee. It is the best time of the year. It's baseball season. That means sunshine. It means behind-the-back peanut tosses. And it means sharing some cold, frosty Budweisers with your boys. Because there's nothing more American than watching America's game with America's beer. So let me ask you something. Are you ready to bring your A game? Are you ready to cheer every frozen rope down the line and amazing catch at the warning track? Are you ready for pitchers' duels and slugfests? Tell me, are you ready for the thrill of an incredible walk-off victory? I can't hear you. Are you ready for Budweiser and baseball? Then get on your feet, raise an ice-cold Bud, and let's make this season larger than life. Great times are waiting. Get some Bud!
Enjoy responsibly. Budweiser Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Don't miss your chance to win big at Victoryland Casino. Play the latest, hottest, most exciting games around with fun bonuses and big jackpots. Don't miss out on your free play. Stop by Player Rewards today and check out this month's exciting free play promotions. Come see why our players keep coming back. You'll have more fun at Victoryland Casino, where you can be a winner too. Victoryland Casino, located off I-85 exit 22, Shorter, Alabama. Must be 21 or older.
All righty, welcome back in. About 18 minutes or so until the top of the hour here with Longshore and McKnight. So glad you were with us. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate that. Make sure I didn't miss anything on the River Region Straw chat line before we go to the Gurn Jr. Victoryland 777 Topic Wheel on this Monday. A lot of Braves. I see the Braves panic. I don't even say it's panic. They're just, they're just done.
Robbie says, John, I was never a bandwagon Braves fan. I was 4 when Hank Aaron hit his record-breaking home run. It's management's fault why the Braves imploded. They did nothing to improve the depth on their roster. Well, furthermore, the only time John wants to talk Braves is completely when they are losing. Never talk about them than when they win championships.
Robbie, I'm not going to argue with you on that. You're right. Yeah, I'd get a lot of satisfaction and joy, as I do. I don't want to speak for Mal, but I think he gets it as well when the Braves are tanking. Yeah, I do. So what's your point?
Yeah. All right. Time for our Gurn Jr. Victoryland 777 Topic Wheel.
Here we
to
go.
You by Victoryland 777 Casinos, exit 22 off I-85 in Shorter, Alabama, where you can be a winner too. We have six topics. John and I have not been clued in on any of them. Gurn Jr. has put them all together, researched them, and the whole deal. Here we go.
Let's
Ready
do it.
for it. All right.
Man, the excitement, the tension of what are these topics about? Cleared again. Who's been cleared again?
Oh, we talked about this. What was the? Oh, Steve, that ain't really a hit by pitch. Come
Wait
on.
a minute.
What did it scrape his belt buckle or something? Machado is telling the referee, the umpire said that's 2 times. This ain't John. Longshore.
Here we go.
Okay, a little bit.
Yeah. We're good. Yeah, we're good. Okay.
Okay. Machado got hit by a pitch twice. That second one, it just kind of skimmed.
Yeah. Come on.
Against the Cardinals. This is at Busch Stadium. It's hot. They're
tempers flaring.
Yeah.
That didn't seem, that kind of grazed him, it looked like to me. I don't think he really, it didn't like it didn't throw it in his ear hole or anything.
That's a good one, Gern, but ain't nobody the safest place in the world to be is in the middle of a football fight, especially when it's raining and the field is nasty. Because ain't nobody doing anything in a football fight. You're just piling on, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. A baseball fight, second safest place in the world to be. And they're gonna talk and point, and nobody's gonna do anything. John used to get back into those days,
Yeah.
Ooh, look at him. Ooh, wow, come on, don't take that.
Really? You gonna let that guy talk that way? Come on, man. Yeah, I do like I like a good baseball fight. When they just go out there and kind of, you get back in the dugout. Unless you throw a punch, I'm not interested.
Your old man.
Throw some punches.
Oh, that's right. Let's go back.
Let's go back to Victoryland 777 Topic Wheel, exit 22 off 85, Shorter, Alabama, where you can be a winner too.
Principal.
Ooh, man, didn't like going into his office.
Spelled it differently.
Yep.
Principal. Okay. Number one, love the hair. Retired
kidding.
pro wins a surprise start, declines the check due to principal.
Wait a minute.
Declines a check?
How did he get that hairdo? Is what I want to know.
Victor Dubuisson, 33, retired from pro golf. Two-time DP World Tour winner, Ryder Cupper. His surprise announcement, December 23. He played on the Live Tour or whatever. And he won at the Biarritz Club on the Alps Tour, the Biarritz Cup, and he won it.
A check for $9,000, but he didn't want it?
$9,000. Instead, he said he didn't feel right about it. It was a gesture of personal principle. 62, 65, 61.
Hey, how about
$9,000?
Man, you only won $9,000 for shooting that low? Man,
what's the principle there?
What kind of tournament is
he accidentally healed his iron on it? Nobody caught it, or what? Did he feel like he didn't deserve it? He was just playing for fun.
Maybe he likes his amateur status. Who knows? Plus, you got to pay tax on those winnings. So, speaking of the Live Tour, is that thing still around? I mean, I don't think it really has caught fire. I mean, are there people out there that are going, "Ooh, wow, I'm rooting for this team on the Live Tour"? They play team competitions on the Live Tour, and I don't know a lot of the players. Some of them I do know. But is it still a thing? I don't get the sense that the Live Tour has really taken off, particularly not here.
I thought, a year ago now, that they would merge back again.
I did too.
That didn't happen.
I did too.
Yeah.
But you just don't see, I don't know where you find it. I think you got to go to FS1 or something to watch a Live event. I don't know how many of these events are in the United States. I know a lot of them are overseas.
Right.
And somebody brought up a good point. This is all Saudi backed. So who's to say the Saudis just say, this isn't working out, we're not paying you. Are you going to sue them? I mean, you suing the Saudis?
Good luck. They can drain a lot of your bank account with lawyers' fees, and it wouldn't even phase them.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I'm with you. I'm
Yep.
with you. Back to
All
the
right.
topic wheel.
Let's do it.
One more before the break. What do you say?
Gurn
What are we
Jr.'s
doing now?
Victoryland 777 Topic Wheel. You can be a winner too. Victoryland exit 22 off 85 in Shorter, Alabama.
Winning over.
Winning over.
Phantom's doing a lot of winning
No
unders.
kidding. Yeah.
Shador Sanders, more on his dad in just a little bit. Maybe we'll have some news. But Shador is doing a lot of things right. I've heard this from the Browns camp. There are a lot of people who think that rookie quarterback, and again, look who he's going up against. Joe Flacco, I think, and Kenny Pickett. And
Now, wait. Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Look who he's going up against. Is that kind of like an Auburn running back going up against the 87th worst defense in the country and lower and racking up 1,500 yards?
Cam Petway, I'm just saying that the opportunity is there for him.
Okay.
Now, Shador, what do people know about Shador Sanders? Dion is his dad. Shador, the starting quarterback for Florida Atlantic and then Jackson State when his dad got the job there, transferred to Colorado, had his number retired at Colorado. You know, they went 11-10 with him as a starter at Colorado. And his number is retired. If his name was Shador Poindexter, ain't nobody even thinking about him. But
how about the Heisman Trophy winner getting his number retired?
Yeah, I like that. That's good. I get that.
Yeesh.
But Shador Sanders, evidently, he's doing some things in Browns camp.
I think so.
He's getting some stuff done. Again, whether or not it is against, I'm just saying the job's wide open.
You know, one thing, Barry, about
getting
Shador,
a lot of people who kind of like it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's a great athlete. Will he be a starting quarterback? We'll see.
Yes.
But he also has the advantage of his father telling him, let me tell you, son, this is how you go through preseason camp.
Yeah.
This is how you really make your name in the NFL. Don't go up there acting like you own the place and you're the greatest thing to ever put on a helmet. You need to kind of go through this 10-point plan, and I think you're going to be in a lot lot shape. He's got an advantage, kind of like the Mannings, other players who's played in the league.
I don't care who you are, and nothing against Peyton or Eli or anything like that, but you can't tell me that having Archie Manning as your dad was not an advantage for those two guys when they got into the league. Two number one draft choices. Very talented, very hardworking and all that. Archie was an advantage, just like Dion's bound to be an advantage.
Heck yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll wrap up the topic wheel. We'll wrap up the show. Longshore and McKnight in association with Yellowhammer News, presented by Bud Light.
Located just 8 miles north of Alabama's state capital, Capitol Hill features 3 18-hole championship courses. With more than 1,500 acres of golf and nature, the pure magnitude of this facility is amazing and allows each course to be drastically different from the others. Capitol Hill also features an innovative 360-degree driving range, 400 yards in diameter. Capitol Hill offers a fully stocked pro shop with the latest equipment and apparel. Great food and beverages in the clubhouse can be enjoyed both before and after your round. Get your group together and hit the trail. Go to rtjgolf.com/Capitol Hill for tee times and more information.
At Dixie Overhead Door, we specialize in top-quality garage door solutions for homes across Alabama and Georgia. In need of a garage door repair or a brand new garage door installation, our expert team delivers fast, reliable service with local expertise that you can trust, providing customized solutions and exceptional care every step of the way. Visit us today at DixieOverheadDoor.com and experience the Dixie difference.
Okay, welcome back in. About 6 minutes to the top of the hour. We got the Gurn Jr. Victoryland 777 topic wheel locked and loaded. We're about halfway through. 3 more topics to go. As Barry mentioned, we do not know what these topics are. The hint there on the panel is all we know. We'll get into it just like you will and find out when it lands on that color.
We have things about it, like Crazy Ball, maybe that fumble by, who was it, Trent Richardson up the sideline?
No, it's Mark Ingram.
Mark Ingram. Yeah. This is Pay Micah.
Pay Micah.
This is all about Micah Parsons is maybe the best defensive player in the league, plays for the Cowboys, and he wants to rework his contract. Jerry Jones he's not been helping it, he's been hurting it. Jerry Jones said something, this is the deal. The Cowboys fans, and they let fans come into the practices.
They're in California, I
Micah,
believe.
Hey,
Don't
Micah.
Seasons, they for some reason go to California.
Yeah, I think Thousand Oaks or something like that. Parsons has been showing up.
Yeah, good for him.
He's been there, but he hadn't been practicing. He is underpaid. And Jerry's been saying, Jerry and his son Steven, who's kind of helped running things as well, he says he's got to want to get paid. And I'm thinking, what the heck does that mean? I want to get paid. John wants to get paid.
Yeah.
I'm not against getting paid. What do we have to say? They are going to screw this up, not only for Micah, but if I'm a free agent, John, and I see how Jerry Jones is handling this deal, and I'm thinking, man, I don't want to play for a guy like that. He's really... Micah needs to get paid. I mean, a lot of times I see the owners or the general managers point in this. Micah Parsons has been a great Cowboy. He has been the best defensive player in the league, if not now, then he has been in the recent past. And they should pay him what he is worth.
Sure. And now if I was the owner of the Cowboys, well, I would have never signed Dak Prescott to a long-term deal. Never drafted him. But now that he's on the team and he's, hemorrhaging money, I'd say, Dak, we need to give a little of your salary to this guy. You're getting paid enough and you're not delivering.
Yeah.
So let's
ask
give
for
him
a little more from Sleep Number, okay? Because you're getting all you're getting from us.
Yeah. Come on. We're restructuring that. All right. 2 more to go. Let's see what we got. It is the Gurn Jr. Victoryland 777 Topic Wheel. Victoryland open 24/7, 365. It lands on the blue panel, which is Crazy Ball.
Or Crazy Ball. Or
Crazy Ball. Oh, this could be
yeah. This is I remember seeing this. Alex Cohen, Jim Deshaies on the call for the Cubs on the Marquee Network. He said this was the smartest and the stupidest play in baseball right here. Watch. Got him picked off. Got a runner at third, by the way.
Yeah.
So they're throwing. They still got him in the rundown. Runner at third. Here he comes. The throw is high, so they get him in a rundown. There you go. 2 rundowns.
Ooh, yeah.
The ball comes free.
He's
safe.
Say
He is out.
Oh, come on.
No, that's not out. He goes home because the fielder obstructed the base path.
There you go. Hey, guy wears a great number.
The run. This is against the White Sox, who are terrible.
Yeah,
the White Sox had 2. They had 2 rundowns, 2 pickles. They ended up giving up the run anyway, and they didn't get an out.
That's why they're in last place in their division.
That's a big reason.
Pretty bad stuff there.
One more.
Let's do it. Got to spin it to make it official.
International? No,
that's
intentional.
That's what it's going to say. I don't think it's changing. Intentional walk, intentional
throwing of the game?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Wait a minute.
Yeah. Eric Amarola. Did he mean to do this? Yeah, they're going 180 miles an hour.
Tapping
him a little bit.
Get you go. There we go.
Right back. Yeah.
There we
go. You nudged me, I'll nudge you right back. Now, see, this is what John's looking for. He said, okay, that's not the biggest wreck. That's not the baddest wreck. Please tell me that somebody's going to swing a helmet at somebody.
Well, I'm about to say, these guys going to get out and fight in the infield like they used to do in the good old days.
Hale Yarbrough. Time against Bobby Allison.
Beautiful. Love
it. Said it was definitely intentional.
Yeah.
He said at that point, it was time to go. I mean, we're coming to 9 to go. It was time to go. I got him loose, and he just turned left and hooked me. That's the old-time stuff. That's South Speedway on the dirt track.
Yeah, it is.
That's what you do back then.
We're missing stuff like that. We got to have more of that kind of stuff in auto racing.
Well, if you've got to have more of this kind of stuff, don't forget, we're doing it again.
Yeah,
we'll have it on loop until John and I are back live again on Tuesday morning.
I mean, how exciting is that, folks? Tomorrow morning, we're back at it. We'll talk with Brian Matthews, auburnsports.com. At the bottom of hour number 1, we'll talk with Travis Ryer on YouTube, Talking Tide. At the start of hour number 2, as we're getting ready for preseason camps to begin. College football, a mere 4 weeks away or less.
That's right.
So we're certainly getting excited about that. Even some NFL preseason action fast approaching. So we're getting there, and we're looking forward to you being a part of it with us.
Please don't let the Braves lose to a 45-year-old pitcher today.
Hello.
Also tomorrow, maybe some more clarification on the deal with Deion Sanders. We look forward to having you with us. He's John Longshore. I'm Barry McKnight. Longshore and McKnight is in association with Yellowhammer News, presented by Bud Light.